We were at a tournament, and we had received something in the mail, and I was like, okay, I'll look at it, see what it is. And I was like, hey, Mom, this is something I might want to do. And she goes, all right. So we looked at it, and we went to a meeting in Lansing?
Yes.
Was it? Yeah.
You and I went up to a meeting in Lansing.
Me and my dad went up to a meeting in Lansing, and met a guy. His name was Hal, and he just walked us through all kinds of stuff and what it was all about, basically. And from there, we just had webinars with the Sport Tech events, and from there, we just decided we wanted to do it. Something I wanted to do. A great experience for me, and that's how it all happened.
Brandon Jenkins is a junior at Jonesville High School. He is about to become a senior. He's about to enter his senior year, and he has been selected to play for the United States in the Bahamas this summer in the 2012 Bahamian Tropical Shootout. Everything about that sounds cool. The Bahamas sounds like fun. And basketball, which you love, is going to be a blast.
Yes.
So the fact that this all worked out, obviously there's a financial obligation on your part, and Mom and Dad have helped take care of that. But you do have an opportunity, if people want to help, to pay for part of this or just kick in whatever to take some of the pressure off this family, they can do that. But just talk about, what was your reaction when it was solid and you knew you were going to play basketball for your country in the Bahamas?
I feel very honored that I was asked, that I received the mail to go play. Not only do I feel accomplished that it's for around here, and I get to go, I get to go represent,
right? Yeah.
Hillsdale County, Jonesville, Michigan at the least, and just get to meet all kinds of new people, and I think it'll be a great experience, and I was just amazed that I got the opportunity.
Talk about the training. Did they send you a workout that you're supposed to be doing? How does the training work going into the tournament?
Yes, sir. They send us an 8-week virtual training, and I had a workout Monday through Thursday and Saturdays. I have Fridays and Sundays off. I work out at the college a lot of the times. I have ball handling, footwork, a lot of running to get in a lot of cardio. But yeah, just basically in the gym every day, and just working on my game to get that much better.
How much discipline does that take? Because I have a lot of former players who have gone on to play college football at maybe a small school, and they receive a packet, and they're supposed to do the packet over the summer, the workout, and you can pretty much tell the kids that are going to be successful by what they do over the summer. If the kid is faithful to that packet and really puts in the time and takes it seriously, you've got some hope for that kid. If he just kind of cheats on the packet a little bit, nobody's around watching, or maybe doesn't do it at all, you could probably predict it's not going to work out well for them. How tough is it to have the discipline to stay on the workout, and even though you don't have a coach right there watching you, to do what's in that packet?
Well, what they told us was you're only hurting yourself if you don't do what is on the packet. So, I do my best to do what I can, which is, I do the packet. But, I just want to get as much out of it as I can when I go to the Bahamas. I just want to, do good, I guess. Mm-hmm. Be ready, make myself be ready.
Brandon, do you get a ton of Brandon Jenkins here in Jonesville, who's going to be a senior, and he's going to the Bahamas to shoot or to play basketball in this 2012 Bahamian Tropical Shootout? Do you get a chance to work out with your teammates at all? To develop any kind of chemistry with these guys before the tournament? And
no, sir.
Okay, now that seems really tough to me.
Yeah.
How are you going to? Do you have any practices at all?
Yeah, we meet our teammates probably a month before we go. So here pretty soon I'll get to meet my teammates and my coach. They're going to send us, my teammates, a playbook, basically. And we're supposed to know all the plays. We have our workouts. We send in our workouts every 2 weeks, and we get a new workout every 2 weeks. So there we get to meet. I feel like it's going to be a little hard to get to gel with everybody. But I think once we get to be with each other in Fort Lauderdale, when we go to the NCAA Exposure Boot Camp, there we get to be together, have practice sessions. We actually get to sit in a classroom and take notes on how to play basketball. They teach us, they write stuff out on the board, and we just have basically a 2-hour session where we sit down and just drill basketball, learn basketball.
I have a lot of friends who are high school basketball coaches. I have a bunch of them, and they work on plays an entire 4 or 5 month basketball season and aren't real happy with how good the kids are running them at the end of that. Mm-hmm. So for you to tell me I've got to read this paper that's got this play on it, and I got to show up and know how to run this play. I mean, Brandon, that sounds like a huge challenge. I mean, you really have – it's an exciting opportunity, and I think one of the things that's so exciting about it is that this is something that not everybody could do. I mean, you've really got to commit. It's going to be tough, and I really believe – if you have studied it and, you get with those guys, it's still going to take some time, like you said, the gelling and all of that. But if it starts to click, because you're going to be playing with other good players, if it starts to click, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Definitely. I think one of the best parts about it is you get to see all the talent from the different states, and you get to just put it together, and see what comes out of it. It's just going to be a lot of fun, a lot of competition. We're all going to be out there like, I can do this and I can do that. But when it comes down to it, we got to, buckle down and play as a team and represent, Team USA and do as well we can do.
That's just got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Represent Team USA. Brandon Jenkins is with us from Jonesville High School. He's playing in the Bahamas Tropical Shootout. If you want to find out how you can help him do that, I have a couple of contacts for you. The phone number is 517-320-2753. We'll put that up on the Facebook page in just a little bit. And also BrandonJenkins10 at hotmail.com. You can contact Brandon and find out how you can help on this incredible experience. Somebody representing our county internationally playing basketball. Jamie Jenkins is Brandon's dad. And if you can pull that microphone up, Jamie, obviously you probably had to write the check, and I'm a dad too, and I'm always paying for my kids to participate in things. Nothing like this though. Did you have to have kind of a family meeting and talk about, is this really worth it? Is this something we want to pursue?
Oh yeah, my wife and I and Brandon all sat down and talked it over, and we told him that we would back him anything he wants to do, but as this is a little pricey, so right. We told him that we'd have to do a lot of money raising beforehand to help pay for it.
And you've already started with that. What have you already done with fundraising?
How much have you done so far?
I had a hot dog and pop sale and a bake sale at Market House. Mr. Brett Boyd put that on for me, and it turned out really well. Had a lot of people show up, and I also had a candy sale at
the deli.
At the deli, Miss Cindy Bezik's deli. I've gone out to different sponsorships, just around the
different businesses
county
to get
around
sponsorships, yes.
And just asked. See what they would say.
I'm looking at the form right here, and the cost of this thing is $3,500, and that's a lot of money, and for this kind of opportunity, you would expect it to be a lot of money. And to be able to travel like that and covering everything is going to be expensive. This is a kid. He's a local kid. He's a good kid. He's doing something positive with his summer. Instead of sitting on the couch eating Fritos, watching Maury Povich, the kid's working. And nothing against Maury Povich if you're a Maury Povich fan. But the kid's working out. He's trying to get better at something that he loves, and you got to respect somebody, especially a young person that's willing to put in that kind of time and make that commitment. And again, if you want to help out, you can contact at 517-320-2753. BrandonJenkins10 at hotmail.com. Talk about your game. I think I've seen you play a little bit maybe at the holiday tournament, but I've not seen you a lot. I'm sure some of our listeners have. But talk about your game. How did you fit in last year on your high school team, and what are you working on?
Well, we had a really good year last year. I was a starting point guard. I was a captain for our team. I think we went 17-5, I believe. So. Lost last round district finals to the Reading Rangers.
You can just see the pain in his face when he uttered that sentence. Man. I mean, that was terrible to watch, man. I feel bad for you. What a rivalry, man. I mean, one thing, I don't want to interrupt, but one thing that's awesome about the Big 8 is you guys battle so many rivals within that conference, and Reading being one of them, and they had a good squad this year. Your district was awesome with Hillsdale there and you guys and Reading, and I think everybody in Quincy, I think, was there. Everybody was sort of looking forward to that, and it turned out to be a great district. So you're running the point. Obviously, you had Kyle Godfrey on your team, who's kind of a star in the area. He's going on to play college basketball. How did it work with him playing with one of the better players in the county? Talk about the chemistry that you had with Kyle.
We've been playing basketball together since freshman year. We play a lot of pickup ball together. We play 3-on-3s together. It was just a great experience to get to play with Kyle. He's a heck of a ball player, and I wish him the best of luck at Siena. But just we gelled really good. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd just get it down to him, and he'd either shoot the three or drive. But I mean, it was a great experience to play with him. I could do things when he wasn't doing things. I could pass it to him. He would give it back. You know, we could just gel really well. And
that could be pretty. I mean, everybody knew about Kyle Godfrey, and that could be a good thing for you from the standpoint that the court might tilt defensively to his direction. If he's an unselfish player and finds the open guy, that's going to open up opportunities for you on the other side.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. That would happen a lot. Everybody would guard Kyle, and he would hit our big man like Chris, or he'd pass it one time to me, and I'd pass it over to Josh Doyle or somebody, and that's how I think we won a lot of games. A lot of people's game plans were to stop Kyle, and we just used other options.
So do you like to get out and push the ball? Do you like to run the half court? I mean, are you comfortable in both settings?
Yeah, yes, sir. I like to get out and run. I'm somewhat pretty fast, so I like to run and see what.
I have to apologize for being fast. We like fast guys on this show, and we have a lot of them on. In fact, wanted to mention everybody. A couple weeks ago, we had your cousin.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Travis Jenkins or Josh Jenkins is your cousin.
Yes, sir.
The dual state title winner from Reading. Yep. So there, you talk about a rivalry. I mean, this is a blood rivalry right here. And that kid, you faced obviously in football and that sort of thing. And
yep.
Decent athletes, Jamie, in the Jenkins family, huh?
Oh, yes.
And your daughter, too, right?
Yeah, he's got a twin sister that plays volleyball, competitive cheer, and soccer, and she was all-conference and all-district in soccer.
The bloodlines. That's awesome. Yeah. What's your football coach think about all that? You told me you play football, so the seasons, you guys are obviously having weight room right now and all that stuff. Are you able to do that, too, and stay on top of the lifts or not?
I'm there every day. I'm a captain, so I'm there at every lift. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go to our team camp this year. I'm going to go to the Spring Arbor basketball camp, the 22nd through the 25th, and then the 28th I leave for Fort Lauderdale for 2 days, and then I go to the Bahamas and play basketball.
So when do you get back? August 4th?
August 4th.
So
yes,
when's the first practice? Like August 4th?
August 5th or 6th, I think. So, yeah, definitely going to be
I can say you got he's a captain, so he's going to want to be there. And I'm sure you'll get – you're young. You can do this. You can get rested up and get out there and start your football season. Yes, but, do you find that the workout that your football coaches want you to do is helpful for your basketball, or are they trying to get you to a different place athletically than what you're trying to do in basketball?
I think that
it all works.
It all works.
Okay, good.
Definitely.
Good.
Definitely.
It's getting stronger.
It makes him more well-rounded.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this a lot, though. I have a nephew, and he's an awesome kid, and not just a good kid. He's an awesome kid, and a lot of his friends have started sort of specializing instead of playing all of the sports, I love basketball or I love whatever, and I'm going to focus 100% on that one sport instead of playing them all. And, I was an incredibly average athlete. I was not good. I played at a small school, but I enjoyed, playing the different sports. And I think there's a couple of different ways to look at that. You don't want to get hurt playing a sport that's not your best sport. You want to focus on the one. Obviously, you're not specializing in anything.
Right.
You've decided to play it all, baseball, basketball, football, all year long you're in a sport. How did you come to that? Did you ever consider sort of specializing on one, or how did you decide to just do it all?
I've had a lot of people tell me, wow, how do you do it? You're going to kill yourself, You're so busy. I play AAU, basketball. I play school ball, baseball, and I play football. So, I stay busy. I like to stay busy because when you're busy, I guess you stay out of trouble, right?
Amen. Yeah. But you like playing all the sports too, right?
Right. I love it.
If it was football season and you weren't on that team, you'd probably feel left out, right?
Yes, sir.
And he's been on the baseball and football team since his freshman year, on the varsity. Comet
football is, I hear I hear some people telling me that you guys are getting better over there. So
yeah, we're definitely working. Every day we're getting better. We were really young last year, very, very young. And I think the group that's coming up is going to definitely help out a lot and benefit us. And I think we're definitely going to be sneaking up on some teams. So hopefully that's what happens.
I start talking about high school football, I get a little fired up. So I'm going to leave it right there. We'll talk football in a couple of months as we get closer to the season. I want to talk finally with you, speaking with Brandon Jenkins, who's playing in the 2012 Bahamas Tropical Shootout. And they leave for that July 28th. If you want to donate or you want to find out how you can help make this happen for Brandon, it's 517-320-2753. Or you can check out his email at brandonjenkins10@hotmail.com. You're sort of role models in sports. I have a son who has he's 9, his entire bedroom is dedicated to LeBron James. Everything is LeBron. My wife hates LeBron James. She thinks he's the worst sort of role model. I'm kind of torn between the two. I admire his game. I don't agree with everything he's done, but I think he's an okay kid. Do you have any role models in sports? What do you think about LeBron and the Miami Heat winning the NBA championship? Were you happy about that? How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I was happy. I wanted Miami to win, even though I like OKC and the Heat were my two favorite teams, and just happened they had to play it. But I wanted to see LeBron get his ring. But now I think if they were to match up again in the NBA Finals, I think I would want OKC.
You want Durant to get his too.
Yeah, definitely.
Were you turned off by LeBron seemingly, and I think some people interpreted this the wrong way, but seemingly made it all about him when he had the TV show and he said we're going to win 7-8 championships. And did that turn you off as an athlete, kind of focusing on the individual instead of the team? Because some people say he didn't do that. He wanted to play with Dwayne Wade, with Chris Bosh. He wanted those guys around him so that he could win. Mm-hmm. If he stayed in Cleveland, he's a one-man show.
Right.
So for you as a fan of basketball, I take it you weren't really turned off by what he did.
No, I think it was it was planned, if I want to say that.
Right.
He's got to get the people into it. The people gotta love him. And they got to look forward to something, So I think by him saying not 5, not 6, not 7, You
do that pretty well. That sounded exactly right.
Got pumped up. But I think, LeBron, I think, will always be a single player. He's got the people around him. But when it's like time to go to work, I think he's all by himself. Mm-hmm. He scores, almost 30 points a game, every game. So it's, if you look at it, if he doesn't score, they lose. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm going to really put you on the spot. You've been a great interview, and now I'm going to take you to a challenging place. Who would you compare yourself to as a player? If you looked at NBA basketball and kind of thought about the players that are stars there, mm-hmm. and for our listeners who haven't seen you, who do you kind of emulate? Who do you kind of consider as somebody whose game you'd like to pattern yourself after?
I don't know. Even though he's a big man, I think probably like Tim Duncan.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, he's really old, and he's a big man. I'm not a big man. I'm a point guard, but he works hard. You know, I never see him showboat. He's there to play basketball, and that's all.
Straight class,
around.
isn't he?
Yeah, straight class, definitely.
That's a really good, really good thing to say. Good guy to pick out. I understand exactly what you mean, even though you don't play the same position.
Right.
You'd like to think that you're a team guy, and I mean, you look at what they've done. Nobody likes watching San Antonio.
Right.
All they do is win. You know,
True.
I mean, it's just
True.
It's just amazing what they've done. By the way, your dad and I are both older than Tim Duncan. So you made me feel really. If Tim Duncan is really old, Jamie, then you and I are in trouble.
Yes,
right?
Way old.
But for an NBA player, he is pretty old. I gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Dude, Brandon, I just want to thank you for coming in. I know you're super, super busy this summer. I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed getting to meet you. If you want to help out a local kid who's trying to do something positive with his summer, again, it's the 2012 Bahamian?
Yes, sir.
Am I saying that right?
Bahamian Tropical Shootout. Yep.
Bahamian Tropical Shootout, Team USA, 517-320-2753. You can contact him, find out how you can help, or you can shoot him an email at brandonjenkins10@hotmail.com. That entire time you're in the Bahamas, are you hooping that entire time? Do you have 1 hour to go to a beach, or are you playing basketball the whole time?
We got some downtime. Yeah.
They're going to Paradise Island.
Yep.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. To a water park, I think.
Got water
we can
parks
go to.
and all kinds of stuff they can do
Yeah,
there.
but we also have our training sessions while we're down there, and when we are down there, we actually get to train with the other kids from the Bahamas and stuff like that. So,
does mom and dad get to go, or
nope?
Unfortunately, we couldn't afford that.
You have to watch the video or something, right? Is somebody going to film some of your games and stuff?
I'm sure they'll
I'm
be.
pretty sure, yeah.
Yes.
Because they're going to want to see what you did and how you competed. Brandon, thank you for your time. Jamie, thank you for being here. Good conversation, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.